Today on Unscripted, we discuss does size really matter? Guitar cabs, though. Just guitar cabs. So for this week's episode of Unscripted, I was actually playing a show a couple weeks back. I'm not going to name names, but one of the bands that performed before my band Lost Elysium had this gigantic full stack. It was an MG series Marshall, and it to me it sounded sort of like garbage. The tone was not there, and it was just loud. It was so loud that the sound guy didn't even mic it because this guy did not know how to control anything, and he just threw his volume on. I'm not gonna say 10, but I don't know, 8. It was just loud. It was obnoxious and freaking loud. And what I was gonna discuss here was how big of a cabinet do you need for shows? Like, and again, this is an opinion piece, man. But I'm not going to discuss speakers or anything like that because some people love Celestians and all those different kinds. Some love Eminence and others love Jensen's. I've had them all and I've used them for different applications. I've loved them all. But when it really comes down to it, how much is too much? I mean, I have this cab right here. It's one speaker. You can actually take this and record it. Record it in your house. It's an ISO cab, so it stays nice and quiet. You can bring it out on the road if you don't want, really any stage volume. And that also helps if you want to record live on the road. What I normally use live is I use 212s. I've got a Trainer 212 and I've got a Jet City 212. The Jet City has Eminence speakers and the Trainer has Celestian creambacks in there. When I run stereo, I use them both. If I'm just running mono, I just bring my Trainer one out. The main reason I use 212s is it's lighter. That's really the big thing. And when you're playing shows and you have a decent PA there that you're using one mic. They mic one speaker and that's it. So why are you going to bring a half stack? 8 speakers or 4 speakers or something like that. I played with this metal project for a very short period of time, and I actually used a 212, and the other guy used a full stack also. And I blew him out of the water when it came to volume because I was using a 50-watt tube head, and he was using, I think it was a 200-watt solid state head. I think it was a Randall. I don't know. But and his tone wasn't even there. He didn't have like a good tone. To me, it sounded like garbage. It sounded very much like Randy Rhoads, the original guitarist for Ozzy's solo project. And I'm not a big fan of that tone. It was just way too high pitched. I look at some of these bands and they're like, well, I got to bring this 412 and this other 412, and my other guitarist has a 412, my bassist has, an 8x10, and, everything is like, it gets to the point where everything's taller than these musicians are, and the stage is so small sometimes. I mean, I'm still working these small stages that some of them are, only, 8x8 stages or 10x10 stages, and we want to be able to move around. We don't like sitting still and standing still and just playing right in our spots. So you have all this equipment behind you. You can't really move around then. And I'm not a big fan of that. I would love to hear what everybody else's opinions are. Do you think what makes you a bigger deal or a more important band is having all these different guitar cabinets up on stage, or having something nice, tiny, in a small package? We'll do it for you, because when it really comes down to it, tone is the most important, and how the band sounds together. It doesn't matter how good a guitarist sounds if everybody else sounds like garbage because the guitarist is just too loud and it overbears everybody else, or it's just the tone is so bad, so mix it with everybody else's sounds and it just doesn't work out. But love to hear your opinion. Throw them down in the comments below. Thumbs up the video if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already, and then you can also go to my Facebook link, Instagram, Twitter, all that social media garbage down below in the links section. I hope you enjoyed the episode too, and rock on.